Hi. Hi, guys. Okay. Welcome to 14s because this podcast is 14s and we are 14s. But there's a little twist. We aren't 14s. That's still what this podcast is called. But this is a Gloria exclusive episode. Only available on YouTube, so that's probably where you're listening to this from. And I'm going to talk about things I believed as a child because I was and still am extremely ignorant. Okay? Let's get into it. So this is just me. No Lauren, no Isabella, no Haley. We love them dearly, but they're not here. First off on my list, I believed, was that God was a genie. Now, I never formally said like God comes out of a lamp and like whatever your religious beliefs are your religious beliefs, you vibe with what you vibe with. And if that's what you believe, tell you I'm wrong. But I guess I believed that the Catholic and Christian faith believed that God was a genie. So like as a kid, I remember praying like, "Can I have a dog?" And then I wake up in the morning, I wouldn't have a dog. I'd be like, "This is kind of sus." Like, kind of upset. You know, there were some hard feelings for sure. Which like I don't even blame myself because everyone was like, "If you pray for something, it will come true." I'm not here to prove or deny that, but I really thought it was like a tomorrow it's gonna happen kind of thing. On the course of God, I thought once you got married, any distance after, God was like, here are our children. So, like, I didn't think you got to choose how many kids you got. And I also didn't think that there was any action you did to make the kids happen. I thought marriage was it. So, like, you went to a wedding, and then, like, 2 days later, God could be like, you're pregnant. I really want you to have a girl. And, like, God chose the gender. And, like, there was no science behind it. It was straight up just you were married, you're either going to have 12 kids. There was nothing you could do to stop it. Unless the wife died or God didn't want you to have any more babies, you continued to have babies. But wouldn't that make life a little more interesting? Gender reveal parties, what God say this time? So if you had 12 boys, God really thought it was in your destiny to have 12 boys. This isn't even like my fault because I didn't believe this until someone else told me, not even my parents. So I was among the fellow children who believed that the car light blinded the driver. So like I always turned on that light, like the one above like the passenger, not passenger seat, like the middle row of a car, there's like lights above you and you turn them on and you're like, ah, I dropped my glasses, I'm Velma. And then it'd be all fun and you'd find them. But when I was with my like fourth, third, second grade best friend, she's like, don't turn that on, that blinds the driver. So up until like seventh grade, I thought it blinded the driver to turn it on. So like I'd be like, Michael, turn it on. Like, stop. Michael's my brother. And so like I just did not understand that entire concept. So if you are a part of the fellow children who were scarred by thinking the light was going to blind you, your parents, like the driver, you are sadly mistaken. And I know you're like blind, like not that they would go blind, but that like the light would reflect off the window and in the windshield, instead of seeing through the windshield, they just like saw the reflection of the light. Like, you know, when like a window is reflecting your phone and like you see your phone screen on the window, you can't see through it. I thought that's what happened, but on a giant scale. So they couldn't see what they were driving. Incorrect, but fun nonetheless. I also believed, I think most kids did this, and I don't even think I thought it was true. I think it just made me feel better. That like everyone, like when there's a thunderstorm, would put a blanket over their head and be like, I am saved. I will now survive this thunderstorm. Thank you. Well, I believed that, but to another extent. So I am a cold human being. I am constantly cold. I will never be warm. So I had at least 1,200 blankets with me at all times. And I would, when I was scared at night, I would put them all on top of me, not in a clump, in an extremely organized pile. So, like, the first blanket would go on me as layer one. Then I put the next one on top, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And my thought process was that if a burglar or a murderer came into my room, they would be like, aha, I found them, and peel back the first layer of blanket and see another blanket. And then they'd peel back the next layer of blanket and see another blanket. And after a few of that, they would give up. Why I didn't think they would throw the entire thing off or grab under all the layers and pull them up, I don't know. I also, like I said, didn't truly believe this. I knew it was crap when I said it, but I wanted to believe it. That was like among the categories of things I believed that I knew weren't true. I believed it just to be quirky. That I could be like, yeah, I like cover my head with these blankets and it saves me from monsters or whatever. Okay, this one I believed up until like a few months ago. I thought ditto, like the word meant duh. So like you'd be watching a show and someone'd be like, oh, she's so stupid. And they'd be like, ditto, like duh. Everyone knew that. Ditto, like duh. Everybody knew that, just not you. Apparently it means same. So all my friends went through a phase where they said ditto instead of same. So they'd be like, I'm coming over at 2. Be like, hey, I'm coming over at 2. Like Lauren. And then like Haley or Isabel would respond with ditto. And I'd be like, sorry, like duh, of course you're arriving at 2, stupid. So I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Like, apparently it means same. Like I am as well coming at 2. Again, no one happened to inform me of this. But I know now. But it still sounds wrong. Like to this day, when someone says ditto, I really have to do a double take. I gotta be like, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what, okay. Okay, this is my second item of I'm quirky, so I'm gonna believe it. I had an imaginary friend because I did not have friends as a kid. This is real sad, real quick. And so like I didn't think that like, but I knew it wasn't real. But I wanted one because I thought it was cute to have one. This is very cringy. Her name was Flutter. She was a fairy with purple dress and brown hair, but she was white, so we didn't even look alike. But her name was Flutter, and I like didn't speak about her in public, but in my head, we like were friends. I also like every night before I went to bed, I would like do this little check-in thing where in my imagination I would like go downstairs of my laboratory, like all while laying in my bed, and like Flutter ran the whole thing. So all my stuffed animals would be like alive and moving, but they weren't stuffed animals. They were like whatever animal they actually were. So I'd be like, oh, what up, Teddy the teddy bear? And he'd be like, oh, hi, Gloria. I gotta go over here. I'd be like, okay. Then Flutter would be like, okay, Bumble has a broken wing. You got to go fix that. Okay. Like whole Doc McStuffins vibe. And I like, if I had to go on vacation, I was like, round up the troops, get everybody. Guys, I hate to break it to you. I'm not going to be here for 3 weeks. I know. And I was just like informing them on my life and everything. And it was terrible. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. On the subject of Doc McStuffins, if you didn't know, I am of African American descent and existence. In this lighting, I know you can't see it. Don't look like it. Hi, my name's Becky. My name's Alyssa. Like, melanin gone. But yes, I am. And my mother is a doctor. So Doc McStuffins was me. I also wore 2 braids for like most of my life. So when they saw Doc McStuffins, she was Black. Had a Black doctor mother, had stuffed animal. I did not see the correlation of how she could be anyone else but me. So if you also fit that description, number 1, we should be best friends. We should be absolute homies. And number 2, we are both Doc McStuffins. All collectively, if you fit this description, we are Doc McStuffins. And we're going to start a revolution where we take that freaking lamb with the pink skirt and we ride off into the sunset. So this one isn't really like funny or anything like that. It's kind of sad. No, I'm not gonna do that one. Okay. This one is just kind of like, yep, that's the truth. I thought like in the TV shows, they made driving tests look like you met this complete stranger you've never seen before. And you like got in a car, that's the accurate part. And you just went and like they were just like, make a turn here, take a left. And they were super mean. Yeah, it turns out it's like the driving instructor you've had for months. and like they know you and they've seen you drive for the past month. So like if you made a good right turn the day before when they practice with you, they're like usually going to let you pass because you like, unless you have to really suck because apparently like they know you. So not as scared to take a driving test as I thought I was going to be, because apparently it's not a mean old man you've never met before who smells like old ketchup packets and you inevitably run into a mailbox and 6 trash cans. That's not what happens. I don't know who told me that. Disney, that is who. But it's not what happens. Okay, these are going to be like the high school section because you're a freshman. Not anymore. Today is the second to last day of school. Tomorrow, I will be a sophomore. So like I also thought passing periods, conversation hallway. Like I found this out in junior high when we had passing period. But I thought like you just went to your locker, your friends were also there, and everyone was just like, dude, what are you doing after school tomorrow? Well, I'm going here. Oh, great. And like you had a whole entire monologue conversation in the hallway. No, apparently not. You have to actually get to class. So like I do talk to my friends in the hallway and it's great, but no one uses their lockers in high school. Also, you just like you got to keep it moving. Algebra is waiting and you need to get there. Also, like why no one in Disney Channel like ride the bus? Like my sister can drive, so I don't really ride the bus that much, but like they just appeared at home, also in really cute outfits. And they always had like everyone always had this group hangout spot. Like in the Friends, it was Central Park. I hope I'm saying that correctly. In like, I don't know why. This is like the most recent show I watched because my like brother watched it. And Sydney to the Max, it's like that bike shop. In Shake It Up, it was that like underground pizza shop, or like the stoop outside their apartment. Like everyone, or Cece's apartment, like everyone had like, I know it was Disney and they had limited sets and then, but like I thought every day after school I was gonna be like, oh, you guys want to meet me at the cute cafe that now appeared next to my house, not the mainstream Starbucks, or like let's go to the library. We're gonna sit and we're gonna be cute and we're gonna drink coffee and we're gonna have conversations. No, that doesn't happen. It doesn't. It is quite upsetting. Oh, I thought after you went swimming, sometimes it'd be like 12 o'clock, like at night. And I was young, my parents were tired. So they were like, just sleep and wash your hair in the morning. I thought your hair would fall out if you like let chlorine sit in it. Turns out that's not true. My hair is still very much intact. But I thought chlorine was like equal to bleach. Like your scalp would burn off, your hair would fall out, and you'd be done. You'd be bald for the rest of your life. There's no better solution. Okay, this one is kind of sad, but I thought the zodiac sign, like I thought if you were under the zodiac sign of Cancer, that meant you got cancer. Because like I knew like cancer was a bad thing, and I'm really sorry for anyone I might be triggering in this. So trigger warning, leave if this makes you uncomfortable. So I learned about zodiac signs like later in life, like I don't know, 5th, 4th grade. And I was like, I don't know why people are like always so shocked. And the doctor's like, you have cancer because you're a Cancer. Like, did you not see that coming? Did you not understand? It sounds dumb now, but like that was the only thing I've ever heard had that word. And no one told me zodiac signs were like constellations or whatever the heck they are. So I was just like, this equals this. And there's no other option. Okay, what else did my little child mind think of? Really weird and more of like a hopeful thing, not a like I believe. But I really thought like spontaneous events would happen. Like I'd be walking. A lot of this is influenced by movies. Movies just made me believe a lot of stuff. I'd be walking down the like in a mall, and I'll be singing along to the newest Miley Cyrus song, and someone would be like, "Oh, I just love your voice. Can you come sing for us?" Like I thought I'd get like discovered of just like existing for either like modeling, singing, acting, dancing, whatever it is, that's what I thought was going to happen. Though that would be quite cool. It makes for very disappointing trips to Target when you think the newest photographer is just going to hire you to be a model. Okay, you might not know this, but apparently quicksand isn't like you die. It just means like if you step in it, it like kind of has elasticity, so it's harder to get out. You don't just start sinking until you're doomed. It also usually isn't like a human's height deep. Like it could be like 2 feet of quicksand and then like dirt or normal sand or whatever is under it. So you wouldn't infinitely sink to your peril. You would like sink a little bit and then get back up. Like your like leg would be sunk, not like your entire waking body. I thought that snails and slugs were the same animal. Snails just found shells and slugs didn't. Kind of like hermit crabs. Like I didn't know they were born with their shells. I was also part of the struggle of the world that thought before colored TV was existed, like that time period was in black and white too. I know it makes no sense, but when I saw the olden days, it was always in not good color, like in black and white. So I was like, that's how the world. Yep, color hadn't been invented, y'all. They didn't figure it out. That one I got over pretty quickly. I figured that out. Okay, so those are just a few things that I believed as a kid. Was it the most perfect episode? No, it was not. But it was me. If you guys like these episodes and want more, be sure to comment, like, DM, just express your gratitude in any way you see fit. Thank you guys for listening. Do I give advice? Will give advice. I'm not even that old, but don't grow up too fast because my first year of high school ended and slightly sad. But on that note, have a splendid day. Thank you for listening. Adios.